Hey, family, welcome to the Hype Man channel. You came to be motivated, we came to take you there. So let's grow better, be better, do better.
All right, we got the Hype Man in the house.
Yes, sir!
It's Coach Green Jean, base Hype Man I.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Base I'm I. What's up, y'all?
All right, hey, we jumping right in. Imani,
Yes, sir.
as it relates to our health and wellness, I jumped on a new concoction, something that's really just taking me to the next level. It's taking me to the next level, son. Taking me to the next level, son.
Yes, sir.
It's a so for everyone that's dialed in right now. I'm working with some herbs from an Ayurvedic health and wellness system that the yogi practitioners use, and the herbs are neem and turmeric. And these are herbs, of course, that have been around for eons. And of course, have been practiced in all types of indigenous cultures out of the mainstreams of Africa.
Mm.
But that's where I've learned some of the beautiful essence of these particular herbs. They're antifungal, anti-inflammatory, anti whatever you think. What they do is they clean out the colon. They clean out the gut, and they provide the system and balance the blood flow, and it just has all type of beautiful health benefits to go along with the way we've chose to eat and the way we've chose to exercise and live life, to balance the mind and perspective, and that third eye chakra is all that. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it maybe a little bit later, but Marty, talk to me. How about you, man?
When it came for me, we finished the health and wellness journey last weekend, and I did my weigh in. The goal wasn't to lose weight. I just wanted to see where I physically shifted. Just so to tell y'all, I left my job in the beginning of November. I was 277, heaviest I ever been in my life. You feel me? But I'm 6'5", so it just wasn't outrageous, but it was pushing it. Right before starting this journey, I weighed in at 255, about 256. So lost 20 pounds, just the shift of my lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
After the 3-week health and wellness challenge, by not starving myself, but living my life of abundance, I weighed in at 250, only 10 pounds away from when I left college. So man, so that was amazing. I felt amazing. Everything was like, I feel amazing. You feel me? It is a thing where even now I'm very interested to try out this turmeric. I've been doing the smoothies hard, and I didn't overdo it. I wanted, I felt spiritually ready to shift, and so I feel like your turmeric and neem concoction is something I'm willing to try, because I still have this hunger, and I feel this desire to continue on a path of finding ways to cleanse me and to continue to keep myself filtered. However, I will say it's the same thing as eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day. It's great. It's great when you eat them week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. You looking like, hey man, I kind of want something else. And I will say this. I gotta say this. Another reason why I slowed down the smoothie is it's because the coach came in town spoiling us, man.
Tell me about it, Monty. How was it?
Yeah, he was taking his places. I was eating foods I ain't ate my whole life. I was like, dang, man. So this is what flavor tastes like. I forgot what salt tastes like. I forgot what sugar tastes like.
The coach came down there pipping, huh?
You said what?
The coach came to Nashville and started pimping, huh?
You already know. He just laid it down on the table like, hey, y'all, we ain't gonna be doing all these PBJ. Like, let's go. You feel me? Of course, we kept it within the pocket. It wasn't too outlandish. We went to this amazing spot. They'll be sponsoring us soon. Noodles and Company, freaking amazing in Nashville. Reasonable prices, amazing food, but loved it. It was me, my younger brother Drew, and Coach was there, and also
Hannah, his friend.
Yep. And so it was amazing to meet her and also just to hang out with Coach. And just the whole weekend was amazing. But don't take my word for it. Coach, talk to me. How did you feel about this weekend?
Man, like I said, the weekend was transformational. It was transformational because, I was able to kind of slide in there on you guys, man, and participate in a career day at Tennessee State University. And so it was transformational because there's always been a dream and a desire of mine to be able to speak to young emerging professionals about understanding how to tie in and make connections into the world as it relates to their superpower, and then not lose themselves in the rigmarole of moving forward in corporate America and build legacy. I'm just, fed up for seeing young people give all that they have of, and then at the middle of their journey begin to burn out, and it not be sustainable. And so not only I was able to share, some of my coworkers were able to share, which really surprised me because they were a vice president of the company was just really, hitting on some of the terms to help young people understand, the importance on, the questions that they should ask and the questions that they shouldn't ask when they're presenting their best to, to particular companies. But yeah, it was an amazing time, and I enjoyed it. And then on top of that, what I was getting to is that I was writing a workshop on that very thing there as it related to optimizing your personal strength in corporate America, making a sustainable impact. And all these things started coming together. And so I'll probably share a little bit in the episodes to come. But yeah, hey, being down there with you guys in Nashville, and then one of the climax is us running into Jay.
Dude.
And running into Jay, we were just going to pick out a machine to help decompress your back. Tell us about that, Imani. How did that all come about?
Long story short, I'm talking about Coach was right on time. I told y'all I was changing my lifestyle. So it was Thursday. I was like, hey, time for me to do some cardio in. Felt a little uneasy, but I was just like, I'm gonna push myself. And so I got into it, went down for burpee, came up, and something just went wrong. I was like, whoa, something don't rip. Like it was like it started in my spine and shot out sideways. I feel like I pinched a nerve or something with the upward motion, and I wasn't feeling good. First thing I did, I said, hey, Coach, can you hit me up with some Reiki? We did some over the phone Reiki. Immediately by that night, I was already feeling a lot better. That I was able to start walking around again. The next day, I was already back up to close to 60, 70%. Now I'm close to about 90%. But what actually helped me get to 90% in addition to the Reiki was the inversion table I got. And the funny story about it, I went on Craigslist to find an inversion table. And, I hit one guy, never hit me back. And I was like, all right, I'm going to hit this other one up. Hit this other guy. He texted me back. He was like, yeah, here, everything's good with the inversion table. It's pretty much brand new, all these good things. And I didn't know what was up because we in Nashville. And right now, Nashville is extremely gentrified. And so, he said, oh, he's about to move overseas. So I thought like, oh, this is just some Caucasian guy who's just, sitting on daddy's money. He's about to just go on a world tour, just doing something, whatever not. We get to the house in Nashville, awesome spot. and knock on the door. Like I said, hey, Dad, let me just go inside. He's all right. Just make sure, keep your distance. We don't know this guy.
Yeah, this is Craigslist. We don't know who we.
Yeah, it's crazy. We like, we don't know nothing. Knock on the door. Brother comes to the door, locks. I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, okay, cool. Because I didn't know, like you don't know it's in today's world what people are going to be, what people's energy's on. So I was like, okay, cool. I said, hey, how you doing, Mr. J? My name is Imani Mason. I'm here to check out the inversion table. He was like, oh, great. I didn't know if it was a scam or not. People have been hitting me up about things, all these things out of Craigslist. I'm great to see you. Shook his hand. I said, hey, do you mind if my father comes out and help me move the inversion table? He said, for sure. He comes down, and immediately the conversation just started organically evolving. Like we asked him, like, hey, I remember you texted me and you let me know that, hey, you're going overseas. So where are you going? And apparently first he's going to Puerto Rico to help his father move in, if I correctly, because he's helping his father paying off his debt. And then he'll be going to Africa after that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's really cool. Like, how old are you? Like, what's the reason? And long story short, similar to my story, I'm 24 years old, left my job in November. This guy, he's 41 years old, but he retired at 31 years old as he was a computer and a computer science engineer. No, computer and electrical engineer. And man, the conversation was amazing. We talked about Shaolin. He went to a Shaolin monastery, spent a lot of time there, told us a story about just amazing things, just in addition to him being about to go to Africa and something that my parents both have done amazing things all within South Africa. Where else y'all been? South Africa, Nigeria,
Ghana, yeah, Ethiopia, Benin, Durban, South Africa, Johannesburg, Centurion, all those places.
And so after all these things, we talking to this guy, and like I couldn't even like the spiritual alignment, just the connection I felt with this guy, and then to have my father here with me, not just so I felt more safe because I was in a foreign territory, but also just to support me in this time, because I was questioned, like, oh, how did you do what you do? Like, how did you retire at 31? How did you do this? How did you do this? Asking all these questions, but to have my father there to be able to add into the conversation and just bring and cause a conversation to just blossom even larger and even greater. It was amazing. Like my dad asked me, coach was like, do you think it helped for me to be there? And I said, I'm sure the conversation would have went great either way, but just having you there just brought an impact. You were able to add something to the conversation that I know humbly that I don't have enough experience alone to do. And I appreciate him for coming out there with me, supporting me. And Jay is amazing, man. Like I haven't even scratched the surface of all we talked about, but it was just, I just appreciate him, and I appreciate the creator for just creating that opportunity, man.
Man, I was just about to say, Manny, we're talking about a lot of substantive information here. And I just wanted to talk to our audience and ask them to, put down into the chat, maybe something, or in the description, some of the things that they're pushing forward and pushing to. Because here on the Hype Man channel, we talk about, health and wellness. We're talking about building legacy. Yes. More importantly, sustaining while you're building that legacy.
Yes.
Your signature move and your signature gift, and the things that you need to do in order to stay in touch and connected to yourself. And so take a moment and write down in the chat some of those dreams and aspirations that you're shooting for, and let us know how is it that, or what is it that you do in order to maintain a level of a balanced mentality, a smooth and positive energy flow. Because there's a number of things that we do in order to help us. As you recall, Imani talked about me sharing Reiki with him. I'm a Reiki master. And so we realize that we are energy beings, and being energy beings, it's important for us to vibrate at certain levels, at certain frequencies. And in order to do that, sometimes it gets off kilter. And so,
Mm,
what is it that you do to help you get back center? You
yeah.
know, some people practice indigenous forms of martial arts. Some people practice qigong. Some people practice tai chi. Some people practice pranayama. You know, these are indigenous forms of spiritual practices that you use your breath to help regulate not only your physical body, but your internal and spiritual body. And yeah, so we also, you know, deal with eating, you know, and exercise and getting in connected to who you are, right? Your feelings, what you feel, you know, what is it that you feel when you partake in into activities? Are you just doing it just to hit the grind, which is important? You got to hit the
Mm,
grind. But while you're hitting the grind, what is your body feeling? What is your emotions feeling about the people who are partaking in that exercise with you? Are
mm,
you in the right group? Are you in the right atmosphere of individuals who are hanging around you? Does that make you feel a certain way where you say, you know what, I believe, you know, I need to take a break and sit back so I can fill myself up? Did that come up a few times, Mr. I Man, Mr.
yeah.
Baseman?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I need. Go ahead.
Now, when it comes to I'll answer your question first. Some things that I do myself to get realigned is, of course, in addition to prayer and meditation, my favorite thing is journaling. You know,
Mhm.
I told Coach this. I forgot the writer. She had wrote a journal that got published. I think it was during one of the wars that was going on. But she said paper listens better than man along that time, along that line. And it wasn't about a gender thing. And it wasn't even about people's inability to listen. Sometimes journaling is needed. And I believe all the time, just to be able to speak your mind and just to fully just release what is inside you, not to down on other people, but to release, because things get built up inside of us. And sometimes we don't always have the opportunity to speak to people. Like, both of my parents are extremely busy individuals, in addition to my father being a construction superintendent for the largest construction company in the city of Chicago. My mother's killing both my parents with the We Build legacy, Dr. Do, the Coach Green things, all these different things. I don't always have my support system right from like, hey, I need to talk or whatever. Not having that journal in there always. It has not let me down yet. Just give me a little competition notebook and I just start writing. And I'm gonna be real, it's hard. It was hard at first. It was hard. I'm sitting there like, what am I doing? But now, like, man, it just is the perfect opportunity to release it for me. And if anybody else out there journals, please put it down in the description. Let me put a one down there if you do journal too. Put like team journal, put it down there. Team journal. Come on now. Like, hey, and while you down there, click the subscribe button. It's
Yes, come
right.
on,
It's
join
right
the
there.
hype,
It's right
man.
there. Click it. And you know, while you down there too, smash the like button too. You feel me? But see, hey, for all of the other team journal people though, let me know what Journaly does for y'all. Because for me, that's my answer to the question, Coach. Like, when I kid you not, journal is that thing that just gets my heartbeat moving. And it's what really just, it's the perfect USA. How about
Yeah.
you, Coach?
You know what? I think that's the perfect thing when we're talking about the changes in you. For me, it's breathing, right? For me,
Mm,
it's regulated breathing, which is it's a lot of things for us, right? But it's that one thing, you know, that we do. I don't journal like I should. I like the concept of journaling, right? And
mm,
sometimes it needs to something very monumental, like this weekend hanging with you guys in Nashville. This is when I'm journaling, right?
mm,
But that day-to-day grind and me getting at my center for me is regulated breathing. I do, you know, my pranayama, and that mantra of mine where I say, you know, breathe more,
mm,
talk less.
mm.
Breathe more, talk less.
Hold on, y'all. I it sounded like you just said, The answer is in you. Keep going. I like what you said right there. Say it one more time for it.
Information consumes our universe.
Mm.
And a lot of the information that we look for in the metaphysical and the cellular level is basically on the inside of the design that we are. Every answer to the problem that we face in our lives, the Creator has set those answers deep within the center of our most being. And sometimes we can't gravitate or navigate in ourselves to heal those answers because of the noise. And the answer is, for me, is in the breath. Because when you take opportunity to breathe from the lower depths of the diaphragm and to regulate the breathing as you once were when you first entered into the world, when you inhale and the belly swells and you exhale and the belly depresses and goes in. Right now we get it sometime in the reverse. A lot of us as adults, when we breathe, we inhale, and instead of our belly go, when we inhale, our chest goes in, we exhale, it looks a little backwards, you know. It's hard for me to do it in reverse now because I practice so much, but we'll inhale and exhale, and it's like it gets backwards, and that's a lot of what happens in our world and the culture in the day. We have things backwards, but the breath is where the information is at, and when we come at one with the breath, we take in information and we breathe out carbon dioxide to clear us so that we can see better. We grow better, be better, and do better.
Yes.
It puts us in a place where we recognize more of what we feel on the inside and how to respond on what we feel. And that's very important because it's our environments that help us make meaningful connections into the world to create a story whereby we're able to live out in a sustainable manner our purpose. And like I said, one of the things that I do is I focus on my breathing, because in the oxygen and in the water molecules, the air that we're breathing now in this closed loop system of this universe or in this earth, and the water molecules is the same water and air molecules that our ancestors would breathe or have breathed. And if we're quiet enough and we're gentle enough, the information we're taking in will unite with the information that we have on the inside of us, that DNA information, for us to recognize, if we're quiet enough, to be able to hear the answer that we need for that specific concern that we're dealing with, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's regarding money, whether it's the rest. And you can see over the weekend when we met Jay, when I came down and spoke to the young people at Tennessee State, and Andrew being at Fisk University, and us being at Tuskegee, you got that Booker T. Washington and that George Washington Carver dichotomy going on there, where both of these amazing individuals who have done so much in the African community have planted their lifestyle there so that we can learn and we can grow thereby. That information is on the inside of us. And again, like I said, that breath work helps those things come up and come out. And we become a living witness to peace.
Yes.
To peace. And it's a beautiful thing when you can step into a room that is bolstering with a lot of things, and you establish peace because you're walking and vibrating at a level that that brings out your higher good.
Yes. I love that, Coach. I want y'all to just, wow. I don't know if y'all really received it. If you didn't, just play it back exactly what he said. I really received what you said, and I appreciate you saying that for real. I appreciate you releasing that, and as some people say, putting people on the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you because I feel like that statement, what you say, can be received at different levels. But I think no matter what, people can receive it, and I appreciate you saying that. And
Yeah.
before we wind down and close things out, I do want to. I got to do the beard check-in. Do the beard check-in. I got to do the beard check-in.
Yes, sir.
So, real quick, everything's going great. Everything's going great with the beard. As y'all can see, everything's closing up.
Man, that beard check-in. That thing
Everything's closing up.
It's glistening, man. You glistening. You glistening, buddy.
Hey, we appreciate you. Appreciate it. Coach, give us a check here real quick.
Hey, so when we got in, we came on when we were just, updating and catching up. I was like, man, look at my beard. It's starting to kind of get in there a little bit there. Yeah. It's making great improvements, and I'm actually loving it. It's doing this thing. And it's funny because we're wearing masks at work during the pandemic, working at O'Hare Airport. Somebody said, "Man, your beard is sticking out of your mask. You why you not cutting it?" I was like, I dropped my mask 1 second. I said, "This is purpose work right here, my brother." I said,
"Yes, sir."
I'm using all these different applications. And said, "You see that, brother?" I said, "That's purpose activity right there. That ain't no mistake." And I put the mask back up.
Yes.
So I'm just letting it grow, man. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy for you. Feel me? Like, look, you win whether you're doing great, whether you're doing bad. You feel me? No matter whether you're doing great or you're doing, not so well. Like, people always gonna have something to say. At the end of the day, are you happy with how the beard coming?
I'm loving it. Right. And thank you, Imani, for all of your coaching with the beard. I really appreciate that.
Hey, no problem. And it's coming close. We're getting to the point. I feel it in my spirit that we're getting close where we're gonna release the secret formula.
You guys hold on.
I've been dropping y'all nuggets this whole time, so I'm gonna make y'all wait this time. But very soon we'll be dropping everything. Before we go, where can we find you at, Coach? There's been so much wisdom you've been dropped, and I know people are interested to see more of you, to see more of Dr. Dula, both as individuals and together. So talk to us, Coach. Where can we find you at?
So you can find me and Dr. Dula on WeBuildLegacy.com. This is where we talk to individuals and couples how to make meaningful connections into their lives to build legacy. And for myself, Coach Green Gene, and working with young people ages 12 to 16 and emerging professionals, again, and making connections, and not and connecting with their signature moves to build a sustainable pathway into to their careers and into their lives. What about you, Coach? Imani, what about you?
Man, as y'all can see right there, you can find me at the linktree.ee/base_I-man-I, or you can go on Google, type in BASS I-man-I, or you can go on Instagram, BASS_I-man-I. Or now you can find me on Twitch. Yes. You can find me on Twitch. Yes, you can find me on Twitch as well. That is now I do live gaming and music on there. Of course, as you all know, I am bass, I-man-I, so of course I play the bass. But one other thing that I want to share with you all is my love with this game that is new to me, but we got a lot of OGs out there called Magic the Gathering. So if you love that game and other games, check me out on Twitch as well. That's all, y'all.
Peace.